I'm Lamorne Morris. This is my story from my mouth.
How old are you? Where are you originally from, and where do you currently reside?
How old am I? I'm 36 years old. I'm from Chicago and I currently reside in Los Angeles, California.
How would you say was your upbringing? Poor, middle class, or rich?
My upbringing was poor. I was born on the south side of Chicago. Uh, we moved around a little bit in that area. My mom worked at the post office, and then my father was a drug dealer. So that was tricky because it was like my mom was making enough money to support us. It was four of us, but then he would sell all our shit. like he just would. I remember one time my mom bought for my sister's birthday, I think her 12th birthday or something. She bought her like a bedroom set, like a dresser, a bed, like this Disney something like that. And she spent a lot of money on it. And then we went to my grandma's house to visit. Came back, everything was gone. Like he used to sell our food. Like it was that bad. We used to have to hide food in the house. So that's how we grew up. So I would say poor. And then once we got out of that situation, it was probably like around high school years became more middle class around high school time. Yeah.
All right, cool. As a kid, what did you think you were going to be?
As a kid, I thought I was going to be a basketball player. I was good for my age until kids started growing up, and I moved. This is how I knew I wasn't going to play basketball professionally. We moved. I was in high school. We moved to the white neighborhood, and I was like, "Oh man, this is about to be a wrap." Like I'm coming from the south side of Chicago. I get over there, but these kids, these white kids going through the legs, dunking. I'm like, "Oh no, I'm gonna go act. I'm gonna go in the theater real quick, learn how to put makeup on and dance on stage." So that's what I did. But that's when I realized I couldn't. That wasn't for me.
So, what was your first career choice?
That's not gonna fuck with you. That sound.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. My first career choice was sports journalism. I wanted to be a broadcaster, so I said I started interning at different places, radio stations, like watching how the hosts do it, the journalists, the people who would like come up with all the stats, the statisticians or whatever. Then I realized how much work that was. I said, with journalism, I don't know how much research y'all be doing. I said, I just rather act, man. I'd rather perform. And then I started doing theater in Chicago. That was it. That was my first, yeah. How far did I get with my education? I got to about 2 years in college, then I left. I went to a 2-year college for theater, graduated that program, and I could have went on and kept going, but I was like, I want to act, and I already finished that program, so let me just go and start doing that. In retrospect, I wish I would have probably went a little bit longer, or waited till I started working as an actor. Took some time off to study more, learn more about business or whatever it may be. But you know, I still might do that. I still might go back to school.
It's never too late.
No.
Adult.
What age do I feel like I became an adult? I would probably say 22. I was probably 22. Moved to New York, so that's when we met. That was a whole different. New York is, you could be 5 years old, move to New York. That's when you became an adult. Because New York, I don't know what steroids y'all on, but I'm talking like my boy would call me at 6 a.m. I'm in New York, sleep, 6 a.m. Yo, what you doing? I'm like, what? Sleep. Nigga, wake up, man. Let's get this money. What? Like, what? 6 a.m. The sun ain't up. What are you doing? Like, so that's when I realized I started to have. I understood what a work ethic was. You know, everything as an actor, sometimes stuff can come easy to you if you're good. So stuff was kind of coming a little bit easy. I would just have to audition, and then everything else would be handed to me. But when you're trying to earn money and you're living on your own, and you don't have your mom to like tell you what to do, and you don't have a template or a blueprint to follow, you got to make your own lane at that point. That's probably when I moved to New York. Yeah.
At what age did you make the career choice that most people know you for?
At what age did I make the career choice that most people know me for? So I started on that path probably around the time when I moved to New York. So I started just being on camera, understanding the business of it, understanding, you know, just camera aesthetics. Just, you know, I remember one time we were in Philly. I'm not sure if you remember that, but I was trying to interview people, but my mic was all over the place. We got to it. He come to you grab the mic, like put the mic. I was like, oh, damn, chill. Like, and then I realized, like, you're on camera. That's it. You're on camera. You can't go back and erase stuff if you don't want the footage. You got to put your best foot forward where you can, and that helped me with acting because, you know, theater has this discipline where you have to be on the whole time. And I figured, oh, it's camera, so they could just edit and do all this stuff, but it's like not all the time. You gotta make, because once, you know, some people say some messed up stuff in an interview on TV, and they wish they took it back. So you gotta be aware. And then so I started that path when I moved to New York, but then when I got to LA, I got on the TV show New Girl. So most people know me from that. And then I was about 27 when I got on that show.
Talk about how you took like a leap of faith on your acting career. Because when we first met, you know, they had you doing the talking head shows. And I remember you coming to me saying, yo, Choke, I want to be a comedian. Like, I want to be an actor. I don't want to do this. Can we do like skits and stuff?
Yeah.
And that's what developed the BET now into us going from just little skits into making it a little more of a show than just tossing the videos. But then there was the time when, you know, you went and you spoke to Reggie and you asked him, hey, can I work from LA so I could pursue my acting?
Yep.
And you went and did that, and then, you know, other people, you went and had to give a cosign, really didn't, and you moved to LA and then they cut you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so proud of you because when I met you, you knew what you wanted to do and you wanted to, and you was like, yo, help me, you know, pursue this dream.
Yeah.
I remember we went in and you did a show where you actually auditioned for Capone as a comedian. And we made a show out of it where it was real. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's why, you know, you are an example of, yo, follow your dreams no matter what. You went and thought you got the okay to go move to LA and then somebody else cut you off.
Right.
And look at you today.
Man. So, dude, that journey was crazy, going all the way from figuring out the leap of faith part. So it wasn't even supposed to be a leap of faith. It was like we all were on the same page. You know what I'm saying? I got this backing. I got you. I got Reggie. I got people who know how to make stuff happen. And y'all were like, cool. So you know, the whole plan was to shoot it in LA. It was gonna be great. It was gonna be dope. So when I got out here after getting cut, that's when it wasn't really it was a leap of faith, but it was like I thought I had the network behind me. Yeah. And once I got cut, man, that was crazy because I ended up in my car at some point. I ended up like I used to walk down the street like in like not far from here. This apartment that I had, it was restaurants and grocery stores right across the street. And I remember I used to just walk like an old dude, my hands behind my back, my head up, looking at the ground, just walking. And cats would think I was just walking because some people knew me from BET. I was looking for money on the ground, like every day. You walk far enough, you can find 10, 15 bucks, and like just throughout the course of an 8-hour day, I'm sitting there just. I didn't want to be like. I wasn't gonna beg people for money, but I was like, it got that bad at one point, and I didn't tell nobody. I was too embarrassed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So then finally when I would eat every day, but then I would like, that leap of faith turned to a missed audition. I had a bad audition. And then on top of it, I had another one. I was like, all right, man, this whole thing, it just ain't working out. And then my last one, I was late for it. I lied. I said I read the script. I didn't. So I just started to improvise and start making stuff up. And I booked it. And I was like, oh man, I'm too busy reading the script trying to figure out what they want to see from me. But I should be showing them what I know how to do, because that might give them some ideas, you know, because people ain't creative enough a lot of times. You gotta show it to them. Right. So that's what ended up happening, and then I booked it, and then from there, I booked like 7 commercials that week. And then after that, it was boom. I used all those commercials for a reel, got an audition for New Girl, and that was it. I'm Lamorne Morris. We all have a story to tell and a lesson to learn. This is my story.